Please rise for the presentation of the colors and singing of our national anthem, and remain standing until the colors have left the floor. March on, colors.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Retire the colors. Senior singers and senior signers, please return to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Good evening. Our staff and I would like to welcome all of you, parents, grandparents, friends, and distinguished guests to South Kitsap High School's 2008 commencement ceremony. It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished guests. From my right, Ms. Esther Albertus, Assistant Principal. Mr. J. Rosa Pepe, School Board Member. Ms. Catherine Simpson, School Board Member. Dr. Bev Cheney, Superintendent, South Kitsap Schools. Ms. Patty Henderson, School Board President. Mr. David LaRose, Assistant Superintendent of School and Family Support. Mr. Keith Garten, School Board Member. Ms. Naomi Poland, School Board Member. And Mr. Frank Sullivan, Assistant Principal. I also want to thank Mr. Gary Grams and our band, the NJROTC and Captain Tetrick for presenting the colors this evening, Mr. Mike Downham and the video production crew, Mr. Mike Allen and the senior highlighters, chamber choir, and sign choir. Assistant Principal Jerry Lundberg and the counselors Mary Hawksley and Lillian Amrine for planning this year's graduation. I'd also like to recognize the outstanding staff of the South Kitsap High School and the rest of the staff from the South Kitsap School District for their dedication, hard work, and support of this year's graduating class. Would you all please stand and be recognized? Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce a remarkable young lady, Rachel Jensen.
Can I take it off the mic?
Choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door, keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. More than anything, yeah, more than anything. My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back and you never forget all the ones who loved you in the place you left. Hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. Is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know my wish.
This is my wish. Good job, 2008. We did it! And now, delivering a speech, Maria Sharp.
I got the stool. It's cool. Okay. It's been pretty wild, South. Here we are, after all the countdowns. We have finally reached the launching point. As you bask in the last moments among your fellow classmates of 2008, I'm sure you barely comprehended anything of what anyone is saying up here on this podium, because you can't seem to slow down the questions running through your head. Some of them being, am I really ready to leave South? Well, you better be at this point. Did I choose the right college? Well, I hope you did, and I'm sure your parents' bank accounts hope you did too. And will I find my place in this crazy world? If you're lucky. And who is this young woman addressing us, and how long should I pretend to listen to her? Well, my name is Maria Sharp, and not too long, hopefully. Seeing as how I realize your robes are making you sweat, the elastic on your underwear is making you uncomfortable, and my use of the word underwear is making your grandparents and Mr. Rogan just as sweaty and uncomfortable right now. But I'm not here to talk to this crowd about sweaty undergarments, though. I knew I wanted to speak at graduation since the end of last year, but I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to say. That is, until I got pulled over on the freeway during spring break this year. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I knew it was just a speeding ticket, but I almost peed my pants and bawled right when my license went from my hand to the officer's. See, I've made some pretty astronomical mistakes in the past few years. And even though there are 614 of us here in our caps and gowns today, I know that's one thing I'm safe in saying we all have in common. We've all messed up. Whether it's on the light side of the spectrum or on a grander Theft Auto scale, we all fall somewhere between the two extremes. I'll be the first to admit I've screwed up royally in high school, academically, socially, personally. But hey, I'm here, aren't I? We all made it here, regardless of what we would think when we looked in the mirror after a seemingly awful day. We all made through those days without a scratch on us. Look, nothing can erase the not so amazing things in life and our mistakes. No amount of credit card debt can take away the fact your boyfriend of 2 years and 1 trimester broke up with you right before homecoming. There's no amount of Ben and Jerry's that can solve the problems prying you and your best friend apart. There's not enough hours in the day to sleep through to avoid being face-to-face with your mom after she found your 3 failing grade notices in your hamper. And there aren't nearly enough single girls with low self-esteem in the food court to help you forget how you ruined a relationship with your girlfriend. As sad as those facts are, I found there's one thing that really has the potential to help it all. It's something that I truly believe can make anything seem just a little brighter if you allow it to. Actually, sometimes you don't have the choice to allow it. You can't help but let it overwhelm you. What I'm talking about is, of course, the power of humor. I've been lucky enough in high school to have been surrounded constantly by people whose purpose in life is arguably to make others smile. A few months ago, I was reaching a rock in a very hard place. After making a hefty mistake, honestly, I felt like nothing could possibly make me feel worse about myself. Then one afternoon, a very good friend, Michael Gardner, comes up to me. I'm not sure if he was just being Michael or if he really knew I wasn't in high spirits, but he gave me exactly what I needed in that moment. 2 muffins are in an oven, one says to the other. He couldn't even get through the joke, he was already busting with laughter. This in turn made me laugh, and I don't think I ever told him, but he gave me my first leg up. And as small as that was, it did a world of difference for me. We can't be afraid to laugh. Even in the worst of times, we can't restrict ourselves from laughing because we think we shouldn't be. When you wake up Sunday morning after that slumber party and find yourself one eyebrow shy and your buddy sleeping on the floor electric razor in hand. Don't show up to math class the next day with your scowl plastered to your face and your hand permanently secured to your forehead. Laugh. After saying sorry for a mistake, don't keep trying to please others to make up for what you did. Let yourself be happy. Laugh. I could have told Michael to leave me alone with my thoughts of darkness and self-loathing, but I was smart enough to laugh. You think with nearly 18 years of practice with laughing, it would come naturally. But I think we all need that reminder once in a while that it's okay to laugh, to crack a smile at a stupid joke about talking baked goods in an oven. The point of my little story is we all screw up. And we might not have the choice to take back what we did. We can't take back our mistakes. We can't take back what we said that night that we'll relive over and over in our minds for years to come. And even though we have to live with the consequences of our actions, just like Mom and Dad always warned us, we still have the choice of two paths. We can either dwell on the past and whine and moan and stay bitter and sulk, or we can choose to laugh. I want to ask you all a personal favor right now. The next time, and the time after, and the time after, you see someone just down and out, don't give them your shoulder to cry on right away. Don't give them unsolicited advice, and don't feel sorry for them. Tell them a joke. Thank you, class of 2008. I hope to see you all laughing again in 10 years. And now I would like to welcome onto the stage Brittany Cook, who will be singing Whenever You Remember.
When you look back on times we had, I hope you smile and know that through the good and through the bad, I was on your side when nobody could hold us down. We claimed the brightest star and we came so far, and no, they won't forget. Yeah. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us, and we believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember, when you think back on all we've done, I hope you're proud. When you look back and see how far we've come, it was our time to shine, and nobody could hold us down. They thought they'd see us fall, but we stood so tall, and no, we won't forget. Yeah. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us, and we believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember. We claimed the brightest star, and we came so far, and no, they won't forget. Yeah. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember
right, I would now like to introduce ASB Secretary Becca Johnson. We are living in an amazing and changing time. Think of all the changes, all the controversies, all the discoveries, wars, and triumphs we have seen in our 18 years. Sheep have been cloned, wars have been fought, Pluto was determined to be a moon, and, well, Britney Spears, she became unhinged. As we enter adulthood and our independence, we face the challenges of an unstable economy and the election of a new president. As we go out on our own and begin to make our mark on the world, consider the times we live in. Consider the opportunities to come and the difficult decisions to face. I have heard you express dreams and concerns. I have heard you talk of war, poverty, and scientific discoveries. I recognize the possibilities, as you do, that we have to change not only our country, but the world. As my brother has told me, each of us hold and embody the solutions to our world's problems. I have faith in our ability to face these challenges and to make these changes. It's been an amazing 3 years, and this will be my last chance to talk with the majority of you. So I want to take this opportunity to remind you of what Gandhi said. Be the change you wish to see in the world. It is a quote I often think about. And as cliche as that is to say at graduation, take a second and really consider it. As you go out and face the future, be the change you wish to see in the world. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Each of us has the chance to change history and create a new world. Many of you want to change our governments, policies, and our rights. I have heard you voice your desire to join the Peace Corps, become a senator, help humanity, and influence the government. There's nothing stopping us. Now is your chance. Now is the time to be the change. We are lucky to live in a time and a place where anything we put our mind to can be achieved, no matter our gender, race, or sexual orientation. Remember Gandhi, we are the change we wish to see. And even if I never see any of you again, I am confident that we will achieve many amazing things. Because class of 2008, we pretty much rock. Thank you. And now it is my privilege to welcome back our amazing principal, Mr. Holston.
Thank you, Becca. It is with great pleasure that I stand here before you to honor these outstanding young adults, the graduating class of 2008. I'd like to begin by recognizing the top 10%, or the top 10 of the graduating class of 2008. As I read your names, please stand and remain standing. The class of 2008 valedictorian, Monique Maury. Salutatorian, Gregory Dobb. And now the remaining top 10 of the class of 2008. If you'd please hold your applause until they're all standing. Jordan Thomas, Sandy Bradley, Shalise Conger, Chance Campbell, Emily Hughes, Quincy Lyman, Corey Davis, and Alexandra De La Cruz, the top 10 of the graduating class of 2008. In addition, I would like to recognize 17 graduates who will be leaving here tonight with 2 degrees, their high school diploma and their Associate's Arts degree from Olympic College. As I read your name, please stand, and once again, if you would please hold your applause till they're all standing. Christina Beam, Eric Berry, Joshua Boquist, Cassandra Bradley, Erica Brady, Doyle Budd, Melissa Carlson, Bennett Clark, Alexandra De La Cruz, Larissa Evett, Emily Hughes, Erica Knutson, Jeffrey Proctor, Shayna Smith, Nathaniel Spence, Jamie Tyler, and Cameron Ufflin. As we stand here and share this evening, we proudly look out at all of you. For once, you all look the same. You all have maroon gowns, hats, and tassels. But even though you may all look the same now, it is the differences in your individuality that make you who you are. We firmly believe that each of you has the ability to make valuable contributions as you follow whatever path your future holds. We realize that all of you are eager to get started walking down that path, eager to get the diplomas for which you've worked hard for, eager to share your joy of this evening with family and friends, and eager to get started on the plans that you have for the future. And as it should be, as graduation is far from being the end, it is truly a beginning, the beginning of all of your tomorrows. If we look back to September 7th, 2005, that would be SK Day your sophomore year. Most believe that tonight, graduation, was so far away. And most of you were told that good things will happen or will come to those who are patient, those of you that put in the effort and wait. Each of you have done just that, some more patiently than others. Now let's move forward to this evening, June 6, 2008, your graduation. Who would have thought so much could have happened in such a short amount of time? Throughout these years, you've accomplished so very much. You've worked, you've studied, practiced and played, and have grown mentally as well as physically. You were the first graduating class who was required to pass the WASL, the first senior class to have senior presentations and student-led conferences. Each of these things you did with great success and pride. SK pride. And now you're ready to walk down that path. The path as members of the adult community. For some of you, this will mean the world of work and the responsibilities that follow. Some will join the armed services. For others, you'll be off to college for further studies. Whatever or wherever your path will lead you, it is our sincere hope that you will look back at these years, the years you've shared with us at South, as having prepared you to meet and deal with all the challenges that the life will present. Class of 2008, follow and embrace your class motto, a Winston Churchill quote: "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." As you travel down that path, reflect and remember to continue being that positive influence that each of you have shared and have expressed during their time with us. Your influences will continue to have a direct impact on South Kitsap High School for years to come. We want to thank each and every one of you for making your years at South wonderful and enjoyable. And as you walk out of here tonight, we, the staff of South Kitsap High School, wish each of you the best of luck in all that you do. And although we are all individuals and we may take different paths, realize that in the end, we will all be members of the same pack. We're all wolves. You will always be a wolf. And now, on behalf of our staff, I hereby certify as principal of South Kitsap High School that these graduates have met the requirements of the state of Washington and the South Kitsap School District. Dr. Cheney, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the South Kitsap graduating class of 2008. Dr. Cheney, would you please step forward and accept the class of 2008?
Congratulations, class of 2008. You are all incredible young men and women, and I've watched you grow from the 6th grade on, and many of your faces I recognize, so I know of the hard work and accomplishments that you have done. Today is really the final milestone in your journey from childhood through adulthood, through adolescence. High school graduation is your rite of passage that signifies the end of the first stage and the beginning of the next stage of life. In passing from childhood to adulthood, you will move from an age of dependence to one of independence. The adults who have influenced your childhood and adolescence and upon whom you depended to be decision makers now assume the role of advisor and guide, while you, the emerging adult, assume the role of decision maker. With your newfound independence, you become responsible and accountable for the decisions and choices you make from this point forward. Consequently, the next stage of your life, adulthood, is filled with opportunities and possibilities. As members of what is being called the millennial generation, you are the world's future problem solvers who will insist on solutions to accumulated problems and injustices. You are confident, sociable, optimistic, moral, motivated, assertive, civic-minded, and somewhat impatient. Consequently, as you face the world of your future, you won't be satisfied with just talking about change, but you will take action to initiate it. As I look out at you, the members of the class of 2008, and the staff, parents, family, and friends who have come today to witness and celebrate this last milestone of childhood, I am reminded of former Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, who once said, "We don't accomplish anything in this world alone. And whatever happens is the result of a whole tapestry of one's life and all the weavings of individual threads from one to another." Consequently, this is a grand event and a great celebration because it is filled with the joys of celebrating not only the whole tapestry, the students who sit before us and their accomplishments, but also honoring and recognizing the intricate weavings of the individual threads, the parents, families, friends, and staff, into a beautiful pattern of encouragement, love, and support that gave strength, character, and symmetry to the tapestry of the students before you today. The future of our community, our country, and our world will now be in your capable hands. You are the leaders of the future, and I am confident that you will lead well, for your tapestry has the strengths of your threads of knowledge, skills, and experiences, and the moral compass of your threads of character, values, and beliefs, all woven by your hands and the hands of your parents, families, friends, and teachers into a unique design that will guide you as you face the challenges of your future. Good luck as you begin your next journey, and may everyone you encounter on the way add richness to the tapestry of your life. And now, on behalf of the South Kitsap School District community and Board of Directors, I proudly and humbly accept the class of 2008 for graduation and authorize the presentation of diplomas. Congratulations.
Tanisha Rochelle Hansen.
Gunther Wilson Hamill.
Rachel Kabakungan.
Sarah Allison Milne.
Kirsten Tenori.
Rebecca Johnson.
Hey Sue.
Brianna Maria Jackson.
Ariel Thuring.
Brittany Jordan Cook.
Jessica Warmbo.
Rochelle Jensen.
Kaylee Westerman.
Maria Sharp.
Gordon Aaron Arnis.
Monique Sue Maury.
Everett Abernathy.
Marcus Lacey.
Dakota James Adams.
Karen Lacombe,
Marissa Allison.
Eric LaMontagne,
Josh Amo.
Carrie Lane,
James Anderson.
Caitlin Larson,
Katie Marie Anderson.
Thomas Ryan Lohr,
Paul Anderson.
Eric M. Lee,
Jennifer R. Arledge.
Megan Lee,
Casey Elaine Armstrong.
Timothy J. Lemons,
Crystal Ann Ash.
Tad Lennon,
Kyle Auckland.
Ethan Leonard,
Nick Backteller.
Philip Lester,
Brittany Ann Byer.
Alicia Marie Linsau,
Austin Bakalarski.
Nathan James Little,
Alyssa Nicole Baker.
Alyssa Littlewolf,
Lindsay Baker.
Nathan Lively,
Taylor Baker.
Jessica Looney,
Kylie Michael Ballstad.
Aaron Scott Lopes,
Kyle Bamonte.
James William Lougheed,
Bud Bannon.
Shanae Loveless,
Rachel Borelli.
Melanie Rose Lutz,
Dom Bearfield.
Michael Brian Lyman,
Austin Bernard.
Amanda Maccabetus,
Kayla Lee Barrow.
Quincy Lee Lyman,
Jessica Aaron Baum.
Nathaniel Blaine Madlam,
Christina Beam.
Samantha Magalhaes,
Amanda Mariko Bell.
Forrest Misha Manat,
Ashley Lane Benjamin.
Nick Mangan,
Jamie Boardman.
Teresa Mans,
Matthew Benoit.
Cassandra Marsh,
Matt Behrens.
Christina Lynn Martin,
Eric Berry.
Cassandra Martin,
Sean Anthony Blair.
Jessica Renee Matheson,
Derek Blakeman.
Tawny Matheson,
Emily Dawn Blankenship.
Brandon Mayfield,
Amanda Blevins.
Daniel McCarthy,
Crystal Blowers.
Tasha McCormack,
Brittany Jean Bow.
Julie Ann McGinnis,
Curtis Berner.
Bridget McKnight,
Megan Berner.
Grant McMeekin,
Isabel Bolagau.
Ellie Shea McPherson,
Tyler Bonds.
Elise Massey,
Josh Boquist.
Marielle Massey,
Kayla Barbolis.
Michael Mears,
Ryan Barbolis.
Katie Lynn Meeker,
Daniel Balo.
Matthew Shane Mays,
Jeremy Boyd.
Michaela Meisner,
Erica Brady.
Sarah Menke,
DJ Brannon.
John Michael,
Jacqueline Brooke Brandt.
Stephen Millage,
Allison Adelia Brenner,
Chris Millard,
Erica Nicole Bricker,
Darren Miller,
Chelsea Britton,
Devlin Miller,
Jeremy Brooks,
Andrew Miner,
Elisa Brown,
Amber Lynn Mitchell,
Jesse Brown,
Samantha Elizabeth Mohan,
Melanie Brown,
Wes Monroe,
Rachel Brown,
Alyssa Miranda Moore,
Rachel Arnetta Rose Brown,
Erica Lee Moritz,
Sarah Brown,
Jake Morris,
Caleb Bruner,
Brianne Lee Morrison,
Vera Brusso,
Jacob Ryan Morse,
Colleen Bryan,
Leah Marie Muller,
Mitchell Brown,
Katrina Murphy,
Alexandra Bushke,
Michael Murray,
Elizabeth Bryan,
Ryan Meiskens,
Kara Bryant,
Courtney Elise Mykoff,
Linnea Buchanan Purser,
Tim Myers,
Doyle Budd,
Tom Myers,
Joshua Daniel Burlingame,
Marisa Zirat Nava,
Ryan Neal Burns,
Mary Nebris,
Carly Bush,
Pamela Marie Nebris,
Felicia Buss,
Heather Renee Nenninger,
Tiffany Butler,
Nicole Danelle Nessett,
Marjorie Nassar Kubibi,
Sean Neiman,
James Michael Callender,
Emily Neiman,
C. Chance Campbell,
Amanda Jean Nix,
Carrie Lee Carlson,
Amber Nolan,
Chris Carlson,
Bradley Paul Novogradak,
Melissa Carlson,
Colin O'Brien,
Ricky Carmona,
Michael James O'Brien,
Joshua Carr,
Angelica O'Donnell,
Amber Castro,
Stephen O'Gwyn,
Nadia Carmack,
Michael Oliver,
Brenna K. Castro,
Celeste Mallory Brooke Olson,
Stephanie Cherry,
Larissa Osborne Rodriguez,
Brian Criswell,
Brian Padmos,
Amanda Chu,
Marshall Page,
Ben Clark,
Sean Page,
Joshua Clark,
Alex Paja,
Kylie Clark,
Ian Paja,
Lindsay Ray Clark,
Craig Earl Parker,
Casey Tyler Cobb,
Jessica Parker,
Mark William Cockerill,
Joel James Parkinson,
Jade Coghill,
Nathan Pasanante,
Cameron Colbo,
Kelsey K. Hawley,
Corey Colbo,
Corey Keith Payne,
Kyle Cole,
Crystal Peacock,
Garrett Collins,
Naomi Oxy,
Thomas Mark Connell,
Kevin Peacock,
Dalton Connor,
Pete Peapea.
Shalise Conger.
Nelson Pennington.
Eric Connors.
Caitlin Paragard.
Kristen Conradi.
Jordan Perry.
Kenneth Cook.
Britta Peterson.
Jacob Cooper.
Renee Michelle Peterson.
Leanne Cooper.
Cameron Pate.
Olivia Cornell.
Christina Picker.
Kirsty Nee Cosgrove.
Sean Pickering.
Rochelle Cotton.
Chris Pine.
John Coop.
Tony Pinkston.
Josh Cousins.
Chelsea Athena Pishu.
Brittany Crenshaw.
Ashley Brianne Poland.
Stephen Critchfield.
Megan Elizabeth Pollard.
Caleb Reinhardt Kroc.
Carl Andrew Ponton.
Alexander Philip Kroll.
Diana Nicole Poor.
Aggie Cruz.
Lindsay Marie Porter.
Joey Akanina Cruz.
Bernadette Marie Posadas.
Taylor Kreider.
Ryan Harold Posey.
Patrick Cudahy.
Allison Nicole Post.
Cassandra Cummings.
Christine Elizabeth Potter.
Kirk Courier.
Catherine Potter.
Todd Dalrymple.
Elizabeth Pratt.
Caitlin Daniels.
Denise Michelle Presba.
Tyler Dannison.
Ryan Price.
Gibson Davies.
Jeffrey Proctor.
Alyssa Davis.
Juliana Quichocho.
April Davis.
Alex Randall.
Shalina Davis.
Tabitha Rancier.
Corey Davis.
Craig Roush.
Danny Dawson.
Jacob Ray.
Alexandra De La Cruz.
Joseph Razy.
Adrian Riley Dean.
Morgan Rich.
Skylar Michael Deese.
Desiree K. Reimers.
Destry James Deichler.
Lauren Remick.
Katie Del Monte.
Ashley Marie Kimomi Richardson.
Rachel Nicole Denny.
Charles J. Robertson.
Chad Dentler.
Chad Reich.
Emily Catherine Dillard.
Alex Risher.
Aaron Dillinger.
Hayden Ritter.
Brianna Christine Dillon.
Kelly Rivers.
Gregory Dixon Dobb.
Lisa Robbins.
Mackenzie Dobson.
Jonathan Roberts.
Sheldon Michael Donovan.
Brianna Remick.
Lauren Dorsey.
Gina Lee Romano.
Adam Dowdy.
Ashley Rowan.
Christopher Downey.
Elizabeth Rowe.
Derek Anthony Drevnock.
Ashley Marie Rowland.
Michael Anthony Dryden.
Dustin Keith Runyon.
Zachary Dubel.
Nicholas Edward Rupert.
Andrew William Dubose.
Clarence Rushing.
Cody Gwynn Dunn.
Cody Scott Rustin.
Adam Dupre.
Andrew Sadler.
Jonathan Dye.
Rick Sines.
Shelby Eklund.
Corey Sands.
Jennifer Elser.
Emily Sanford.
Daniel Martin Emmons.
Eric Sanger.
Monet Darlene Enyart.
Tyler Sarter.
Rachel Ann Dutton.
Nicholas Sauer.
Trisha Rezik Itu.
Josh Savoy.
Marissa Elizabeth Etzikorn.
Lauren Nicole Shenfield.
Shauna Evanson.
Carly Michelle Schmitz.
Larissa Evett.
Trindessa Ann Schneider.
Dylan Michael Fabier.
Corey Schubert.
Pauline Fela.
Erica Schuck.
Brad Fedderson.
Heather Schulteis.
Laura Feliwai.
Amy Schuster.
Chris Fenwick.
Josh Scott.
Christina Ferreira.
Shanette Vanessa Scott.
Catalina Fieros.
Hanzik Sedlacek.
Patrick Michael Fisher.
Leah Patricia Sedlacek.
Haley Fitzgerald.
Matthew Sagan.
Brittany Fleming.
Joseph Henry Seitz.
Jeffrey Forcier.
Justin Selby.
Matthew William Foxworthy.
Susanna Sen.
Jessica Lynn Fraley.
Sherlinda Schaefer.
Danielle Marie Hauk.
Christopher Warren Sharp.
Ian Patrick Frazier.
Jillian Marie Chateau.
Adam Frost.
Kristen Schultz.
Casey Fuller Doty.
Jessica Sealer.
Robert Fusco.
Ian Simpson.
Samuel Gale.
Nicholas James Cinco.
Alicia May Gallagher.
Shanae Skelton.
Kyle Gallagher.
Catherine Scree.
Andrew James Gallant.
Derek Slack.
Jonathan Hale Gallant.
Natasha Leslie Slay.
Alyssa Garcia.
Jordan Smith.
Michael Dylan Gardner.
Marie Smith.
Ronald Charles Gascoigne III.
Miranda Lailene Smith.
Eric Gastineau.
Shayna Smith.
Benjamin Ryan Gary.
Emma Elizabeth Smoots.
Dustin Lee Gilchrist.
Megan Michelle Lynn Smothers.
Alex Gittins.
Rachel Fawn Snyder.
Samantha Gallegos.
Shiloah Me Sode Rydell.
Jessica Ann Graves Newby.
Luke Soul.
Peggy Glasscock.
Nathan Spence.
Justin Gleason.
Kayla Cheyenne Spieth.
Cecilia Gomez.
Sean Staten.
Brittany K. Gooch.
Samantha Steele.
Elizabeth Good.
Shanice Steele,
Jeffrey Cameron Granger,
Tyson Stewart,
Alyssa K. Grant,
Rebecca Stockwell,
Jennifer Gray,
Greg Stojak,
Tina Grice,
Kyle Stolp,
Corey Michael Griffin,
Amy Leanne Stormo,
Travis Anthony Griffin,
Michael Strunk,
Jade Grout,
Jessica Stewart,
Gina Grez,
Skylar Summers,
Patrick Vaughn Gwen,
Laura Sutton,
Jeffrey Gulas,
Nicole Opal Marie Swatek,
Nicole Haynes,
Spencer Reese Sperber Smith,
Michael Hare,
Ashley Marie Tapley,
April Guerrerin,
Rachel Marie Tapley,
Tatiana Halborn,
Joshua Toshdemir,
Terry Lynn Hall,
Michael Anthony Taylor,
Melanie Acacia Hancock,
Mason Temple,
Trevor Daniel Haney,
Chad Tester,
Wesley Wayne Hanson,
Andrew Robert Tebow,
Devin Michelle Hanson,
Andrea Thomas,
Kayla Lynn Hardman,
Brian Thomas,
Ashley Hart,
Byron Thomas,
Edward Hart,
Jordan Thomas,
Jade Hart,
Sarah Tone,
Brandy Hartford,
Christopher Thornhill,
Faye Hartgee,
Jennifer Ann Till,
Brian Heath,
Elizabeth Renee Torreson,
Kayleen Heath,
Aaron David Terry,
Danielle Carey Helms,
Jared Robert Thompson,
Ann Patricia Henderson,
Roseanne Jean Ruth Tillman,
Jacqueline Henson,
Caitlin Michelle True,
Katie Hereford,
Matthew Trail,
Darren Hernandez,
Tim Tremper,
JJ Hernandez,
Helen Triple,
Carrie Hester,
Lisa Trogdon,
Sarah Nicole Hike,
Stephen Vicente Tucker,
Ashley Nicole Height,
Jamie Tyler,
Corey Jacob Hoffman,
Cameron Upland,
Stacy Marie Hoffman,
Dane Bueno,
Santisha A. Holler,
Shane Richard Valentine,
Matthew Hornung,
Brittany Valley,
Katie Christine Horton,
Daniel Van Covern,
Ryan Houston,
Curtis Allen Vandenberg,
Devin Hovland,
Kelsey Vandenboss,
Aphroditus Marie Howell,
Jessica Vanderstay,
Nathan Ryan Hubbard,
Dalton Vavra,
Kate Hubner,
Jeremy Veach,
Emily Hughes,
Kevin Vessels,
Adam Hulse,
Aaron Samuel Vetter,
Stephen Hunt,
Alyssa Renee Vinson,
Nicole Jeffers.
Ashley Van Vleck,
Kristen Lee Hunter.
Brittany Van Vleck,
Thomas Iman.
Ashley Vlaskamp,
Eliseo Infanta.
Jordan Timothy Voy,
Isla Marie Jaber.
Caroline Von Wiederhold,
DeAndre Jackson.
Robert James Vosbrink,
Lisa James.
Ashley Lynn Wagner,
Joshua Jeffrey.
Allegra Waldron,
Joevan M. Jimenez.
Daniel Walter,
Alan Jerome Johnson.
Kevin Wamba,
Amanda Johnson.
Brianne Weems,
Desiree Johnson.
Christy Weisert,
Jeff Johnson.
Jacob Wells,
Kelly Johnson.
Brian Wendland,
Nick Johnson.
Veronica Werder,
Rebecca Kate Johnson.
Catherine Michelle West,
Taryn Johnson.
Chloe Wagand,
Ian Jones.
Elizabeth Grace Watley,
Zachariah Jones.
Stenton Wilcox,
Jessica Ava Jordan.
Stephen Wheeler,
Maria Jose.
Cassie Williams,
Jessica Ewell.
Jessica Williams,
Heidi Christine Justice.
Michelle Williams,
Corinna Cupana Kaomatics.
Stephanie Williams,
Peggy Kamen.
Chase Taylor Wilson,
Daniel Edward Keeling.
Drew Wilson,
Emily Kiesler.
Mitchell Nelson Wilson,
Jordan Ann Kerr.
Scott Wilson,
Michael William Garrett Kaiser.
Kayla Winkleman,
Catherine Kendarian.
Danny Witherspoon,
Brittany Ann Kennedy.
Michael Wittig,
Jonathan Key.
Alex Wold,
Natasha Keenholz.
Jeff Wooldridge,
Ashley Kerner.
Vanessa Wooten,
Julia Knapp.
Rochelle Wildman,
Joey Knorr.
Amanda Williams Morrison,
Erica Knutson.
Andrew Taylor Wright,
James Knickerbocker.
Mia Cristina Guevara Wright,
Nova Ariel Conan.
Caitlin Erica Yike,
Bridget Dawn Kozil.
Angela Yoon,
Brent Krowicki.
Santiago Yorba,
Joe Krieger.
Maurice Young,
Jacqueline Chriselle.
Megan Zacharias,
Britta Marit Queensland.
Jamie Zuick,
Joshua David Lowry.
Caitlin Brooke Zupancic,
Adam James Patton.
Lori Marie Wilson,
David Joel Vinson.
Heather Wing,
Brandon Scott Wiederich. Henrik Abraham. Rizan Al-Malki. Paulo Duranta Elias. Janine Lehman. Ahmed Neshnash.
Okay, please, I'd like to welcome back to the stage, so please welcome Monique Morey, the 2008 valedictorian.
I will now lead the class in the changing of the tassels. Graduates of the class of 2008, please stand for the changing of the tassels. On the count of 3, change your tassel. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 2008. Would you all please rise for the singing of our alma mater? We welcome alumni to join us. You may refer to your program for the words.
South Kitsap, they all hail to you.
Please be seated.